There are two passages in the Bible that are sometimes called the Christian Manifesto. One is from Matthew 25, and it's the one where Jesus says, I was hungry, I was thirsty, I was naked, I was a stranger, and so on. And he judges people on how they look after the most needy. The other is the Song of Mary in Luke, where she sings in this song, and it's quite strident, but one of the sets of words is, the hungry you have filled with good things, and the rich you have sent empty away. And in their letter, again, the bishop said, the biblical tradition is not only biased to the poor, but warns constantly against too much power falling into the hands of the few. So in our current situation, a lot of people are saying that the division between the rich and the poor, both monetary and in sense of power and control, has grown. Would you agree with that?
I certainly would. Yeah, I certainly would. Particularly in the term of the last government, where we've seen this very harsh austerity agenda, which we believe has been a failed experiment that's hurt the hardest to help and most vulnerable in our societies the hardest. We have 900,000 people relying on food banks. We have people earning less than the minimum wage that can't afford to feed their families, whilst we have people being able to exploit tax loopholes and get away with not paying their fair share of tax. So I certainly agree that the gap between rich and poor is growing.
And what would the Green Party's proposals be in order to get that balance better then?
We certainly need to look at closing tax loopholes. I know that Caroline Lucas tabled an amendment to close the Mayfair tax loophole, where corporates and rich individuals are getting away without paying their fair share. We're not frightened of asking the richer people in our society to pay their fair share of tax, so we're actually proposing to increase the top rate of tax to 60%, which I know is not popular with all types of people, but we do believe that those that can afford to pay, whether that's wealthy individuals or corporates, should pay, and that wealth should be evenly distributed towards our frontline services that benefit the most vulnerable in our societies.